That's and that was the first time we heard him. And the first time I actually saw him is you came to Cornwall, where I grew up, and played a little theater called Oxdale Hall.
You know what? I believe, Andre, that gig in Cornwall was right after a really intense sleet storm.
That I don't recall.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't recall that, but I recall. I remember going to Cornwall, and the sleet had caked the trees with ice, and all the branches had come down. Yeah, there's one of my memories of Cornwall, but it was such a delight playing there. Thank you.
We trekked through the sleet to see you.
There you go.
We're saying. And the last time I saw you perform was a totally different concert. This was at the Zibby site here in Ottawa prior to the Juno Awards.
Oh, yes.
When you strolled onto stage about 10 minutes to midnight, and the Arkells had just opened for you. I like to say the Arkells opened for you.
Right, exactly.
And you were wedged between the Arkells and Kathleen Edwards and Jim Cuddy.
Exactly. Oh, and, my goodness, that was a blast. That was incredible.
You popped up on stage, and the first thing you said was, look at all these adults with alcohol.
Yeah, right.
You didn't listen to me.
Something. Yeah, no, I probably said something like, "Oh, look at you all grown up now."
Yes.
You know, but the audience, that was an absolutely incredible night. And Jim Cuddy, when he got on stage, he said, "That's a hard act to follow." You know, but right. Anyway, it was. I remember that night very clearly. It was fabulous. Thank you for reminding me.
It's amazing because you turn around and we've talked in the past about this, how your music and just your presence has this ability to transform you back into your childhood. And that's a very, very powerful gift that you possess as somebody who worked for over 20 plus years in childcare. It's a joy working with kids because it kind of keeps you young. But your music also has that ability, because you can go to a Fred Penner show now and you'll see, of course, the children are really, really into the music, but the parents that are coming to you, and I think the last time you and I spoke, you said, and the parents of the parents are now, you're getting the third generation rollover.
After 40 years plus, Andre, it's this wonderful circle of humanity that's connecting and reconnecting with me. I'm so honored to have been allowed to be in an occupation like this that is so personally fulfilling and seems to have some pretty solid connection with a lot of people. It's been an amazing journey, and it seems to be continuing as well. So there we go.
Now, before we get to some music, can you share with the audience who may or may not know that you do have a connection to the Ottawa area outside of performing within it?
I was, my dad was in the Canadian Forces, and we lived in Ottawa in the mid 50s before most of you were born. We lived in Ottawa on 30 Rue Dauphin in Gatineau. So if you ever, traveling past 30 Dufferin Street, that's where I used to live. And actually in the backyard of that house, I'm not sure if this is what you're referring to, but in the backyard of 30 Dufferin, there was a big bush, and I would crawl under that bush, and it was my calm, gentle place to just be introspective and be with myself. And when I was developing Fred Penner's place, my memory went back to that part of the world and how I would crawl under this bush, and that became the inspiration for having a log to crawl through to get into Fred Penner's place. So Winnipeg has, or rather Ottawa has, so many very powerful memories for me. That's just one of them.
Wasn't there a pet chicken?
Oh, I wasn't sure how far you wanted to go. Yes, we did. Okay, time's pretty much up here. Yes, there was a pet chicken. I had two pet chickens because my mom and dad were raised in southern Manitoba on the farm, so they were well versed with chickens. So I bought a couple of baby chicks one Easter and raised them to full-sized hens, and one of them was killed by the cat over the back fence, and I took it upon myself to bury my dear chicken pet. And where would I bury it other than this special place underneath these bushes for me? So there's a very strong emotional contact with Ottawa and with. Now you're making me think about my chicken. Oh, Andre.
Now that's a cat we don't want to have come back.
Yeah, really.
Well, how about we have some songs for the audience?
I think we can do that. Est-ce que tu parles français? Oui.
Oui.
Moi aussi, un petit peu. Et j'ai écrit une chanson en français que je chantais pour vous maintenant. Bienvenue. 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 Tout le monde, merci beaucoup. Bienvenue. Bienvenue. Chantez, chantez. Bienvenue. Bienvenue. Tout le monde, merci beaucoup. Bienvenue, bienvenue. Chantez, chantez. J'ai composé une chanson en français parce que mon esprit demeure ici. Bienvenue, bienvenue. Tout le monde, merci beaucoup. Bienvenue, bienvenue. Chantez, chantez. C'est une célébration pour tous les enfants, jeunes et vieux. Allons-y. Merci, merci. Bienvenue, bienvenue. Tout le monde, merci beaucoup. Dit bienvenue, bienvenue. Chantez, chantez. La Bredance fait Marion, Marilé. La Bredance fait Marion, Donde. La Bredance fait Marion, Marilé. La Bredance fait Marion, Donde. La Bredance fait Marion, Marilé. La Bredance fait Marion, Donde. La Bredance fait Marion, Marilé. La Bredance fait Marion, Donde. Bienvenue. Bienvenue, tout le monde, merci beaucoup. Bienvenue, bienvenue, chantez, chantez. Bienvenue, bienvenue, tout le monde, merci beaucoup. Bienvenue, bienvenue, chantez, chantez. So Winnipeg, as Andre was saying, or rather, I'm from Winnipeg, but Ottawa has so many very strong memories for me over the years. And one of the strongest has led to this particular song. I've been involved with the Down Syndrome Society for many years because my youngest sister, she was born with Down syndrome. And so there was a conference in Ottawa probably about 10 years ago, maybe 5 years ago now. And it was called Celebrate Being. It was the national conference for Down syndrome. And the conference called Celebrate Being, which I thought was a great title for a song. So I wrote this tune, which happens to be on my my last album, the Hear the Music album. Celebrate being a dreamer. Celebrate being real. Celebrate being good friends, telling each other how you feel. Celebrate being happy. Celebrate being proud. Celebrate being effervescent, shouting your name out loud. Do-do, 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 do-do. Everyone is welcome. We are people first. And there's no denying it, we'll keep on trying. It turns out better when we're together. I like your style, cause you make me smile. Celebrate being gentle. Celebrate being kind. Celebrate being filled with love, letting your love light shine. Okay, there's a few sing-alongs along the way, so you can help me with this song. Follow me. La 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 ba 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 do 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 do. Celebrate me and you. Celebrate me and you. Everyone is welcome. We are people first, and there's no denying we'll keep on trying. It turns out better when we're together. I like your style because you make me smile. Celebrate being gentle. Celebrate being kind. Celebrate being filled with love, letting your love light shine. Yeah, celebrate being filled with love, letting your love light shine, letting your love light shine.
Lovely. Also known as the song where children
Cheers.
learn the word evanescence.
Thank you very much for pointing that out, Andre. Effervescent.
Effervescence.
Yeah, effervescent. Effluence, it's the same root. Yeah, effervescent. It just sort of fit into that song perfectly. And
I love
it's
it.
the one and only time I've ever used effervescent in a song.
Now you've got a documentary that I was just reading about.
There's a couple out there, actually. There's one on Super Channel, which is a full hour, I think hour and a half documentary that a videographer from Winnipeg did for me over the years. And there is also one called This Is My World on CBC Gem that you folks can check out. They're pretty interesting pieces. It's very strange to watch video of myself that covers my career and decades and all the work that I've done and places I've been. But I was very pleased with the work he did. So I hope you get a chance to check that out, please.
How about roaming around Ottawa and seeing photos of yourself around the entire city? There was I guess an ad campaign that was last year spotlighting Canadians. And right around the corner from my apartment on my walk every day, there was a whole fence that had like 14 of your images all across.
Oh, really?
I went out today to try to find it, but it's alas not there anymore.
Alas, it's gone. Yeah, there's been a few things along the way. I know CBC Friends has been doing a campaign, encouraging Canadians to really be supportive of dear CBC, the incredible corporation that we have that's vital for our country. So that's my push is don't let CBC become privatized. It's way too important for us, people. But I think the last one that we had was there was David Suzuki and Jan Arden and myself. There were a batch of Canadians who got their faces plastered on billboards along the way.
Now you're also plastered on some nice T-shirts over up on your website. Which we want to plug. I love the silhouetted beard shirt. You pop a Santa hat on that, and you've also got a Christmas shirt. It works both ways.
Bingo, you're right. Yeah. We have there's a young lady in Winnipeg who came up with that basic concept, and she and my wife put together the final packaging, and I went to my T-shirt manufacturer, and that's been out there for a few years, but it's received very, very high praise from a lot of people. So I'm glad that it's there. Yeah, so check it out on fredpenner.com. Thanks.
/shop. Yeah.
So I'm going to keep singing here. All right.
Lovely.
And if there's and Jamie, if you're sort of monitoring things that are coming in, if people have special requests that they're asking for, then let me know. I'll jump into that.
I will put that out there and make sure I collect any of those requests and send them to you. Thank you, Fred.
So when I was a little child, about as old as you, I collected things that I would find and hide them in a shoe. Rocks and shells and bottle caps, a ball of foil or string. They didn't cost a penny, and I felt just like a king. You can sing this part with me. 1 to 5 and 6 to 10. Collect your thoughts and start again. 1 to 5 and 6 to 10. Collect your thoughts again. Now I'm bigger and I'm older, and I've learned to really look for treasures from around the world. I keep them in a book. stamps and coins and stickers, a story, poem and song. Open my imagination to thoughts that make me strong. 1 to 5, 6 to 10, collect your thoughts and start again. 1 to 5, 6 to 10, collect your thoughts again. I can't show you the collection that means the most to me, because it's hidden deep inside where nobody can see. It comes from those who care for you. This collection has its start in the memories and the feelings and the pictures in your heart. 1 to 5, 6 to 10, memories that never end. 1 to 5, 6 to 10, memories never end. We're singing 1 to 5, 6 to 10, memories that never end. 1 to 5, 6 to 10, memories never end. All memories never end.
Oh,
Yay.
we've
Yeah,
got
so
some requests.
I've sung that song a few times in this COVID world during my virtual concerts, and that song in particular, you know, with the last line of "Memories never end," the memories that we all have made in this last year and a half since February, March last year, pretty incredible, and I hope that everybody out there is, you know, has taken care of themselves, are being safe, or getting vaccinated. It's really so critical for the health of each other and yourselves and our country. So I don't know if you were on the line there, but that's my little push. Get vaccinated. It's important.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Now here's a weird segue. Also
Okay.
important, eating. And we have some requests.
Oh, I see. All right.
See what I did there?
There you go. That's very smooth. Well, put your hand in front of you like this. People,
right.
show me your hand. Now, put some stuff on it and put some other hand on top. And what have you got?
Sandwiches.
Exactly. And the sandwich. Oh. Oh, sandwiches are beautiful, sandwiches are fine. I like sandwiches, I eat them all the time. I eat them for my supper, I eat them for my lunch, and if I had 100 sandwiches, I'd eat them all at once. That's right, I'd eat them all at once, your part. I'm roaming and a traveling and a wandering along, and if you care to listen, I will sing a happy song. I will not ask a favor, I will not ask a fee, but if you have yourself a sandwich, won't you give a bite to me? Sandwiches are beautiful, sandwiches are fine. I like sandwiches, I eat them all the time. Eat them for my supper, I eat them for my lunch, and if I had 100 sandwiches, I'd eat them all at once, yes. Hey, once I went to England, I visited the Queen. Swear she was the grandest lady that I've ever seen. I told her she was beautiful and could not ask for more. She handed me a sandwich and she threw me out the door. Sandwiches are beautiful, sandwiches are fine. I like sandwiches, I eat them all the time. I eat them for my supper, I eat them for my lunch, and if I had 100 sandwiches, I'd eat them all at once. Well, a sandwich may be egg or cheese or even peanut butter, but they all taste so good to me, it really doesn't matter. Jam or ham or cucumber, any kind will do. I like sandwiches, how about you? Sandwiches are beautiful, sandwiches are fine. I like sandwiches, I eat them all the time. I eat them for my supper, I eat them for my lunch, and if I had 100 sandwiches, sing it again. And sandwiches are beautiful, sandwiches are fine. I like sandwiches, I eat them all the time. I eat them for my supper, I eat them for my lunch, and if I had 100 sandwiches, I'd eat them all. If I had 100 sandwiches, I'd eat them all. If I had 100 sandwiches, yeah.
Yes.
We
Lovely,
have a
lovely.
ton of requests coming in.
Yep.
Along the lines of continuing with the food, what do you eat after a sandwich? Maybe a dessert, maybe a Saskatoon berry pie.
Oh, right. Okay. I love that
For
too.
everybody.
So this is it goes back to my history in Winnipeg. I told you that I come from Winnipeg. My mom is one of 12 children. So there were a lot of relatives at our family reunions, exactly, at Assiniboine Park, in fact. And maybe I'll get in a song about that before the end of this this time together. But my favorite recipe for Saskatoon berry pie came from my great-grandmother. Make me a pie to start the day. Only you can make it in your special way. Crust so flaky it could make me cry. Great Grandma Saskatoon berry pie. Great Grandma Saskatoon berry pie. Make me a pie after dinner. Your pie's the best. Your pie's a winner. My oh my. Great Grandma Saskatoon berry pie. Great Grandma Saskatoon berry pie. There's nothing in the world that tastes so good. I always give it 10 out of 10. I can smell it baking in the neighborhood. Grandma, won't you tell me when I can visit? Anytime, anytime, when the time is right. I do the dishes after snack. I have got a healthy appetite. I always keep coming back 'cause I love you, 'cause I love you. Make me a pie to start the day. Only you can make it in your special way. Crust so flaky it could make me cry. Great Grandma Saskatoon berry pie. 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 Not pumpkin or apple or raisin or peach. Saskatoon berry pie. Woo! Oh, great, Jamie. Thanks for that request.
Oh,
What
that
else
was
have we
from
got?
that was from Max and Gracie. So Max and Gracie and Terry, thank you for submitting that request if you're
Oh,
watching.
thank you. Where are
Andre's
they
gonna
from?
pick the next one. Where are they from? I don't know. They just
Okay.
sent in that request from Max and Gracie, but we don't
No
know where
problem.
they're from. We will start
Thank you,
asking.
Max. Thank you, Gracie.
When
Nice.
Jamie, we do have some other requests, but first we got a little bit of Ovation business that we like to plug.
By the way,
Ovation is indeed. Oh, here, let me put myself in the spotlight here. How do I do that? There we go. Ovation is indeed a fundraiser here in Ottawa that we're raising funds for the Ottawa music community. And there are various ways that you can donate, and we'll be putting that up in the chat. There is our donate button over on the OMIC page. Of course, we also have an auction going on throughout the entire 9 weeks of this event. A slew of stuff in there. Escape Manor has just donated some stuff. We've got photography sessions. Christine St. Pierre, a musician in the city who will be performing in one of the coming weeks, will actually go to your home and perform on your lawn for you and your friends. You can have a lawn concert. A slew of stuff in the auction that you can go and bid on, and all this money goes back into the Ottawa music industry, helping us to transition from the pandemic. So we, of course, Fred, we thank you for lending your support. Now, more requests. Let me see here. You can do it if you try.
I'm Megan. Megan is asking for that.
Okay, Megan, away you go. You can do it if you try. You can do it if you try. You can doodly do if you try. You can learn to crawl, learn to walk, learn to run, learn to talk, learn to sing a song. You really can't go wrong. You can do it if you try. You can do it If you try, you can doodly do it. If you try, you can show someone you care, sometimes just by being there to lend a helping hand. Let them know you understand. You can do it if you try. You can do it if you try. You can doodly do it if you try. There are things to learn your whole life long. When you grow up big and strong and your children come to you, you can help them make it through. You can do it if you try. You can do it if you try. You can doodly do it if you try. Sing it with me. You can do it if you try. You can do it if you try. You can doodly do it if you try. Ba-da, 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 ba.
Woo!
Thank you. Thank you. I did want to mention, you know that I've been to Ottawa, in Ottawa, playing in Ottawa for many, many, many years. And I really want to thank all the organizers, the folks from the Tulip Festival that I played many times, and especially all the folks from the Ottawa Folk Festival that I was doing it 3, 4, 5 years in a row. And those, I know you'll come back, and I'm so anxious to return. So please keep me in mind when you're booking in the future. But I look forward to reconnecting with all of you in Ottawa in the hopefully not too distant future. But thank you.
Hopefully. Now the show is already big enough, Fred, but do you have room for a hippo? A hippo named Otto?
He's a tough one. Otto's a tough one. He's and oddly enough, it's an often requested song. But it's no, I won't discount it. I haven't played it for a while, so I just need to think it through my brain.
Katrina would be so happy to hear Otto the hippo.
Okay. Did you hear about Otto the Hoppopito? Did you hear about Otto the hippo-o-potto? Did you hear about Otto the potto-o-mus? Well, Otto the hippo, he ought to just want to chew and to chomp in his small muddy swamp. He ought to be munching and lunching and crunching. He ought to be lazing and grazing around. But Otto the hippo, he took a short trip to the lights of Ottawa and found Otto likes to dance around. Otto likes to dance about. He moved to the park, he plays until it's dark, and everybody says goodnight. He moved to the park, he plays until it's dark, and everybody says goodnight. To the new Otto, the rock and roll hippo, he's absolutely fabulous. The new Otto, the rock and roll hippo, he put the hip in hippopotamus. That's the new Otto, the rock and roll hippo, he's absolutely fabulous. That's right, the new Otto, the rock and roll hippo, he put the hip in hippopotamus. Yeah. I know when I did that in concert in my younger days, I would go, because I'd be with a full band and we would rock it out, and at the end of the song, it would just go cranking, and I would fall on the ground. Well, if I fell on the ground now, I wouldn't be getting up for a long time. So I'm skipping that part.
We'd help.
We have a lot of people dancing apparently right now. Max and Gracie are dancing away in Ottawa, it turns out, as well
Nice.
as many others. Our next one is a big one. Andre, do you want to, Dracanova has a request for Fred.
Dracanova.
Dracanova.
I don't know if I saw that one in the chat.
This one, and someone else has also requested it. They had met you in a restaurant, Fred, a long time ago. She was very thrilled. And their
Okay.
request is, can you play The Cat Came Back?
Oh,
Well,
go
I was going
ahead.
to save that till the end.
Oh, let's
That's
save it.
usually the
Okay.
So just looking at our time here, I mean, we've been rolling for about half an hour now. Is there any other requests there? And then I'll save Cat as my big finale.
All right, let's save that one. Let's see, we have
Stairway, how about Stairway to
Spider-Man.
Heaven?
I totally should have put, oh,
I know you do. I know you do Stairway to Heaven.
I think we're
Yes.
all caught up on requests. I think we're all caught up for now. So it's play whatever you would like, Fred.
Whatever I'd like. Okay, let me have just a glance at my my massive set list here. Oh yeah, let's see. Well. There's one song that I was practicing before we came out, just thinking about how people have filled their time during this COVID, and I've talked to lots of people who have started growing things. They've planted the garden, and just knowing that you can put a seed in the ground and it blossoms into, well, something as beautiful as these lovely gladiolas that my wife grew here. And so we've gotten into a lot of gardening. We've got some vegetables going, but it's really I think an important part. You know, we are approaching the end of our COVID time, but I don't want you to forget what you've learned over this journey, and perhaps keeping that garden growing is an important thing. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, please bless these seeds I sow. Please warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Pulling weeds, picking stones, we are made of dreams and bones. Need a place to call my own, 'cause the time is close at hand. Rain for grain, sun and rain, find my way in nature's chain. From my body through my brain, to the spirit of the land. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, please bless these seeds I sow. Please warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Plant your rows straight and long, season them with prayer and song. Mother Nature keeps them strong when you give her loving care. Old crow sitting up some tree has his hungry eye on me. In my garden I'm as free as that feathered fiend up there. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, bless these seeds I sow. Please warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down, till the rain comes tumbling down. Thanks. All right.
We have a new request, Fred.
New requests. Okay.
Yeah, Cameron and Samantha would like to hear about Ghost Rider, and they're from Ottawa.
I see. Ottawa people. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo. Ghost riders in the sky. Well, a lone cowpoke went riding out one dark and windy day. Upon a ridge he rested as he went along his way, when all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw plowing through the ragged sky and up a cloudy draw. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo, ghost riders in the sky. As a rider loped on by him, he heard one call his name. If you want to save your soul, my friend, riding on this plain, then cowboy, change your ways today, or with us you will ride, trying to count the herd of cows. 1 cow, 2 cows, 3 cows. Please know where I'm going on this. 3 cows across this endless sky. Yippee-yi-yay, hey, yippee-yi-yo. Ghost riders in the sky. Come on, sing it with me. Here we go. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo. Ghost riders in the sky. Ghost riders in the sky.
You know, there's your version. Your version just slightly edges out Johnny Cash in my mind.
Well, throw in a bit of Sesame Street. It's bound to do that.
Yes. You know, by way of Bela Lugosi, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, I've got a couple more things before we say goodbye for today. First one is, it's a bit of sign language. So people, show me 2 fingers in your hand like this. 2 fingers, make a circle in the air. There you go. Now go chop, chop up and down in front of you. Now fold your arms one on top of the other and raise one up till it's straight. Now you take this hand, go down under your arm and away from you and across your chest. This is an old Navajo sign language I learned years and years ago, and if anybody who's seen me in performance probably knows this already, but I'd love to share it with you again. This is what it means. Say it after me. May the Great Spirit work, sunshine into your heart. La même chose en français après moi. Tout le monde. Fais le grand esprit, travaille le soleil dans ton cœur. Merci beaucoup, tout le monde. Well, this has been fun. Thank you very much, Jason and Andre and Jamie, for guiding me through this little maze here. And yeah, and once again, people, I do hope that I get to see you in person before too long. I'm playing in Winnipeg on the 28th of August, part of the Manitoba 150 celebration. I'm going to be in Victoria, British Columbia, and Nanaimo, continuing the Cat Came Back tour in January. Going to be in Alberta for part of the time, in Saskatchewan, and in Winnipeg at Christmas. I expect to be there, I think around the 12th of December. And in March of next year, we've got dates on the East Coast. So if anybody from the East Coast is checking in, I think we're in Fredericton, PEI, and Halifax. So hope to see you then. All right, but requests have come in and will be answered. Does this sound familiar? How many of you have pets at home? Gerbils, hamsters, rabbits, birds, dogs, amphibians, reptiles, lizards, snakes. I know, get on with it here. Or perhaps you have a cat. Good. The cat came back the very next day. The cat came back, they thought he was a goner. But the cat came back, he just couldn't stay away. Meow. Now old Mr. Johnson had troubles of his own. He had a yellow cat who wouldn't leave his home. He tried and he tried to give the cat away. He gave it to a man going far, far away. But the cat came back the very next day. The cat came back, they thought he was a goner. But the cat came back, he just couldn't stay away. Meow. So he gave it to a man going up in a balloon. Told him for to take it to the man in the moon. Balloon came down about 90 miles away. Where the man is now, well, I dare not say. But the cat came back the very next day. The cat came back, they thought he was a goner. But the cat came back, he just couldn't stay away. Meow. So he put it in a rocket ship bound for Mars. For 40 days and nights, it zoomed to the stars. It crashed against an asteroid in the middle of space. Pieces floated everywhere and left no trace. But the cat came back the very next day. The cat came back, they thought he was a goner. But the cat came back, he just couldn't stay away. Meow. All right, clap along. Hit the road, cat, don't you come back no more, no more. Hit the road, cat, don't you come back no more. Whoa, kitty, oh kitty, you treat me so mean. The meanest kitty that I've ever seen. You eat me out of house and home. Well, you better pack your bags and go. That's right, hit the road, cat, don't you come back no more. Hit the road, cat, don't you come. No time to get down, 'cause I'm moving up. No time to get down, 'cause I'm moving up. No time to get down, 'cause I'm moving up. Ah, check out the cat in the bucket. Thanks, Chaos. Thanks, Ray Charles, for putting those songs into the same chord progression as the cat came back. Now, I know you're wondering, what are those chords? Well, I'm going to show you. E minor, there's the E minor. D, D, C, B7. The cat came back the very next day. The cat came back, they thought he was a goner. But the cat came back, he just couldn't stay away. Away, away, he just couldn't stay away. Yay, the cat rides again.
That cat just keeps coming back.
Yeah, it's a strange thing, isn't it?
A very persistent, resilient cat. And I think after this last year, we've all gotten a little more resilient, I think.
Yeah, exactly. That's a nice point. Good for you.
Fred, that was so amazing. On the comments on our Facebook page, we have so many happy campers right now. So many people dancing out there with their kids and their family. And so a big thank you on behalf of Ottawa, the Ottawa Music Industry Coalition, for joining us. And wow, that just brought all the parents, myself, and the kids all just to a very happy place today.
Definitely.
Very sweet of you. Thank you, Jamie. Thanks, Andre. Thanks very much, Jason. Yeah, it was a pleasure being with you. And as I said, I'm really looking forward to reconnecting with all you folks in Ottawa and Hull. Thank you. And Gatineau. Encore une fois, merci beaucoup tout le monde.
Perfect. We can't wait to welcome you back to our beautiful city. Please do follow Fred. His website is posted into our chat on Facebook, and follow along with where he's touring in the upcoming months, and get his merch, get it ahead of time so you can be wearing the coolest clothes at the concert.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Excellent.
That silhouette beard shirt. I totally want one. I will.
Exactly. It's a click away.
It's one click away. Speaking of a click away, a donation to Ovation is also just a click away.
Yeah.
We shared that also in the chat as well. Anything helps us, folks. Anything helps us, folks. And if you've liked this show, we've got another one coming up on Thursday with, geez, how many artists on Thursday?
Oh.
Like 6, 7?
There's quite a few. Thursday, Wednesday, there's Alana Sterling on Twitch. So if you follow along Alana Sterling, she has a regular Twitch stream on Wednesdays. We'll pop the details onto our social media shortly. And then we have a Twitch super stream on Thursday, which has Daniela Lard, Double Experience, Maleka, and
Kestrel Blue.
Kestrel Blue.
Yeah.
Yes. And so that's going to be a super stream on Twitch. If you're not familiar with Twitch, you have 4 days to get familiar. And I promise you, you'll have a lovely time with the amazing folks on Twitch, and you get to interact. It's practically like hearing music in a concert and being in a video game at the same time. And then if you join us back here on our Facebook page, we have Mac Musa and Quest heating up the stage, our Facebook page stage, and also Renee Landry, Powerhouse Renee Landry, joining us. She's going to be performing at the upcoming NAC Chef's Table food event at the end of August or early September. But you get to see her first and foremost here on Facebook with OMIC as part of Ovation.
Question: has Twin Flames played already?
Not yet.
No, not yet. They're coming.
When are they coming up?
They're coming up on the 29th. Do you want to do a cameo?
Fabulous. They're just such lovely humans.
They are.
Lovely people. Yeah, good. I'm glad I haven't missed them. Great.
You haven't missed them. We'll send out an update for you then. If you want to join us that night for a cameo or say hello to them, you're more than welcome.
Oh, that'd be sweet. The 28th?
The 29th.
29th.
Yeah, 29th,
Okay.
I believe, either at 8 or 8:30, and I can send out those details shortly.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's amazing. Oh my gosh, so many amazing, talented musicians of all types of music joining us. So this has been an absolute pleasure.
You're dear, Jamie. Thank you very much, Andre, once again.
Thanks,
Jason, back there in Control Central.
With our IT support. Thank you. We hope everyone has a wonderful afternoon. You can always catch this full show again because it lives on in perpetuity in Facebook land.
Fabulous.
Right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Neil and
Folks,
Juliet.
Folks, be well. Okay, I'm reaching for the button. I'm going for the button.
Oh, who's going to do it first? We
I'm
can do
leaving.
it.
Oh, God. Oh!
Bye.
But Fred came back the very next day.
Right? Oh, he's so sweet. That was so fun and interactive. I didn't realize that really keeps him on his toes to know all his songs all the time.
Yes,
So
40-something years worth of.
Oh, we're still recording, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's-
But we're not.
I mean, we're not live, but we're